So last week, I took a stroll to Camera Joint to pick up the Holyland LARK M2s. It's the latest wireless lavalier microphone from Holyland. And one of the reasons I was excited picking it up is the fact that I've used the LARK M2 before, and I love the mic. If you haven't watched my review on the LARK M2, you can use the link above and watch it again. I really want to find out what Holyland has done differently on this particular microphone. And like I said, I got it from Camera Joint. Basically everything I have, I got them from Camera Joint, including the PODMICUSB. If you haven't seen my review of the PODMICUSB, you can use the link above as well. I used to use a Shure SM7B till I reviewed this mic, and I think my Shure SM7B is probably somewhere in the studio. So let's have a look at what's in the box of the LARK M2s. All right, so let's see what we have in the box. We have the mic itself. Okay, good. So we have a bag. Okay, so let's see what we have in the bag. There's a TRS cable. We also have the USB-C to USB cable. I think this is sort of like a manual or thereabout. Now you have a USB-C to Lightning cable. This is for you if you're using an iPhone. You have the windshield. There are actually two of them. That's interesting. And I guess that's all we have in the box. Okay, good. Now in the mic itself, we have, by the way, this is actually the combo. Now, when I say the combo, I mean the complete set. In here we have, this is the one that attaches itself to the camera. Then you also have the microphone. Ooh, it's pretty small. So you have two of that in there. And then you also have a USB-C connector. This is very similar to the LARK M2. In the LARK M2, I had two. There was one for the Lightning and there was one for the USB-C. But this has just the USB-C connector here. So apparently, if you want to use this with your iPhone, that means you'd have to connect this via the USB-C. I think, yeah, this would go in there. And this would go directly into your iPhone. Yeah, very similar. Very similar to the LARK M2. I think what I like most about it, and I think what's also unique about it, is the size. It's very small. Like, this is where the microphone is supposed to be. Now, another unique feature with this is most times when you have a lavalier mic, you don't usually want the logo in your shot. So what Holyland has done is created a scenario where you get to use the mic, but the logo stays in. So I think this is how it fits. The logo goes in and the smaller mic here, that's what you put on the outside. So let's have a look. Is it cool? Good. So I think this is how it works. You place this in. It feels weird though, because I'm usually used to having the lavalier mics towards my chest region, but having this up here, I guess we'll test and find out how good it sounds. Oh, that's tight. Oh, that's good. So it actually has this like stuff in between that it's almost like an adhesive, so it sort of like clips to your shirt. So that's basically what we have on that. Well, of course, before we use that, we'll have to remove this blue sticker on both. Otherwise, without that, we can't charge it properly. So let's have that back in there. Yeah. Controlling the LARK M2s is pretty simple and basic. There are two ways to control it. You can either control it with the transmitter or the receiver. With the transmitter, it's pretty simple. You see this orange knob here? This is what controls the noise cancellation. And with this, you can also engage mono or stereo. The receiver's controls are also pretty simple. Now, right now, mine is on the camera, and this is one of the cameras that I'm using for this review. You'll notice it has a dial here. Now, this dial is basically to increase or decrease the volume. Because I'm using mine right now, if I touch it, it's going to mess up with my settings. So it has 3 levels. It's usually advisable when you're recording using the LARK M2s to make sure that your camera audio is pretty low, and then you can increase it from here. While I was recording, I actually realized that this level was better for me. So I think you need to find out what works for you. Right now, there's a green indicator which shows I'm only using one transmitter. If I was using two transmitters, you'd find two lights indicating here. It's also green because I'm recording in mono and not stereo. When you're recording in mono, it's green. When it's stereo, it's blue. And basically that's it. So this is attached to my camera and my audio goes in directly. Now, if you intend recording for at least over 24 hours, you are not going to have an issue with the LARK M2s. It has the battery life of 30 hours. And then when it comes to charging, the case itself can charge both transmitters and the receiver at the same time in under 1 hour. Right now, this is the audio of the LARK M2s as is. I sort of like put an earphone in to listen to be sure that the audio was coming out. So right now, the audio is going directly into my main camera, which is the Canon R5. That's where the audio is going. And eventually I have to extract the audio, and treat it in post-production. But as it is right now, I really can't hear what it sounds like. But from the first test, it sounded good. So I'm very sure in post-production, it most likely would sound good. Now, this is a controlled environment. This is the studio. It's heavily padded. So the next test we're going to do is I'm going to go outside and have a field test. I do not plan to use the noise cancellation because I always like, post-production, and I like to do my treatment later. I have a feeling if I use the noise cancellation now, it may mess up with my post-production. So we're going to leave right now and have a field test and see what the LARK M2s sounds like with noise around. All right, so it's time for us to actually have a field test of the LARK M2s. I'm on the main road of Lagos State. So there are two things we're going to do. One of the first things we're going to do is going to find out the range to see, well, the LARK M2s, I'm told it can do 300 meters. Like I always say, it doesn't make sense for you to trek all the way that far, trying to get the distance, of a mic and probably disappear into the air. So I'm not going to walk too far. There's a lot of noise around me, and I'm not engaging the noise cancellation. Like I said, I would like to have the ambient. So I'm going to walk all the way down. So we're going to see just how far it is to see whether the mic is going to break off. And thank you guys on YouTube who were worried when I was doing the Comica VM40 about going all the way back. So I'm not actually going to walk backwards. I'm going to turn and walk, and hopefully the mic should still do a fantastic job. Here we go. So I'm still speaking. You can see that people walking with me on the road. Hopefully, because I'm still in the range of the LARK M2s, it should still be able to pick my audio perfectly well. So here I'm walking on the street of Lagos, Nigeria. The traffic is building, and I think I have walked a reasonable distance. Let me just walk a little bit more. Stop. Feet up, stop it. I don't think it makes sense to disappear into oblivion, all in the name of testing the mic. So personally, I don't think I'm going to film this far, but I'm doing this just for the sake of testing the range of the microphone. So I'm going to walk back. Let me risk jumping in here and then jumping out again. I'm just having fun in the streets of Lagos State. Papa. I'm only doing this right now because there are no cars coming. If there's a car coming, oops, there's a car coming, but the car is still far. So this is fun. I never get to do this every time, only when I'm having the review. Good, so there's a car driving past me, and I am back on, this is what I call safety track. Here you are safe and you're good to go. So, we're giving it a test. We're going to check to find out if the microphone is as good as they say it is, I have a feeling it's going to be good. I have a feeling the sound is going to be beautiful. So at the end of the day, we'll go back to the studio and then have a post-production and hear what it sounds like. So I'm going to leave you guys. I'm going to jump over and disappear. Go, 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 go. Bye. With the LARK M2s, you also have the capacity to use the LARK Sound app. It's as simple as you connecting the USB-C or the lightning cable to your mobile phone. Now, right now, mine isn't live because I'm using it to record on this particular camera, but I have it displayed on my phone. So once it's connected to your phone, you have access to the indicator, which is here. It shows both mics and shows you the battery level. It shows you the speakerphone. You have the noise cancellation, whether it's high or low, you can decide which one you want to pick. You have the volume adjustment, meaning you can also increase the level of your audio from the app itself. It also gives you the capacity to pick between mono or stereo. And then finally, you can schedule the power. Maybe you want it off in 15 minutes or for it to never go off at all. Now, to be honest, I actually like the LARK M2s. I feel there are few improvements from the LARK M2. There are just two things I think I have an issue with. One is the fact that it does not record 32-bit float. It does 24-bit 48,000 kilohertz. But the reason why I would prefer 32-bit float is just in case there is a form of distortion, whatever. I mean, recording 32-bit float is sort of like shooting raw on a camera. Now, it's the same thing when you shoot at a higher bit rate, which is 32. If there's distortion, you can actually get the clean audio from the actual recording. And the second snag that I have against the LARK M2s is it doesn't have internal recording. It would have been so nice if this beautiful thing here could actually record internally. It would just take it to the next level. And probably for me, that would probably be the best lavalier microphone of the year. In terms of the audio quality, I mean, I am very, very impressed. That's why I'm still using it right now. I'm not using my pod mic because it really sounds good. I think this is going to be my go-to mic going forward. I don't know, Holila, I don't know if your plan is for us to just have an array of microphones in our houses, but I think you're doing a fantastic job of making sure that we have a lot of mics in our houses. Shout out once again to Camera Joint for handing this to me. I love those guys. Those guys are just... Until my next review, I'm gonna see you guys. Peace out.